Last week, Providence firefighters responded to an alarm at 360 and 362 Orms Street, not far from the State House. The on-scene commander reported that 8 tenants were evacuated and that 8 firefighters were injured. The chief on the scene also casually mentioned the responding units had encountered an alligator in the bathtub of one of the apartments. Are you kidding me? When Channel 10 reporter Carrie Corrado heard this interesting detail, she must have been taken aback because answers to none of the obvious follow-up questions were included in her report. For instance, in addition to the 8 who were injured, were there any unaccounted for? Or does the current contract with the city contain any special provisions for benefits paid to officers sustaining alligator bites in the line of duty? Or maybe, when transporting an alpha predator reptile from the scene of a fire, does department procedure require the summoning of a rescue unit? Or will the chief's SUV do? Folks, maybe I could make this stuff up, but if I did, you'd never believe me. It actually went down pretty much that way. Ms. Corrado was careful to report, however, that the apartment's owner did have proper permits for keeping the alligator. Really? Were his or her neighbors aware of that reptile resident? And hey, all this went down only a few blocks from where the legislature just got through defeating a right to carry statute at the end of the recent session. Should Carrie Corrado have interviewed the pet owner to ascertain whether or not it is as hard to get a permit to carry a carnivorous amphibian as it is to assert your Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms? Look, it's probably easier to get the snapjaw than it is to get the long slide 45. And that part of town can be dangerous after dark. But I think I'd advise the beast's owner to get some glue-on fuzzy ears and snout whiskers. You see, all the beware of alligators signs have recently been snapped up, so to speak, by Disney. So all that's left at Petco are the standard beware of the dog models. Look, home invaders have rights too these days. You wouldn't want to confuse anyone while they were attempting a B&E. You could get in trouble. As for keeping an alligator in your bathtub, what could go wrong? Are you kidding me?